All right, I'm here with Kelly Maher, who's one of the speakers here at Red State Gathering. Tell me about your panel that you're going to be on and speaking about.
Yeah, so this morning I was on the panel sponsored by Generation Opportunity. It was really exciting. It was an 8 a.m. panel, actually talking.
Which is why I missed it, because I was at Mass.
That is okay. So we talked about millennials and the debt and Social Security and unfunded liabilities of the federal government. I think that we actually managed to get some really hopeful points across about how the new economy offers some really hopeful things in terms of our future as a nation.
Now, do you think that millennials, and full disclosure, I have two sons aged 25 and one will be 23 in a couple of months, so they're of that generation.
Yeah.
Do you think millennials really grasp how important the decisions are that are being made and what some of this, no free lunch stuff actually means? I know my boys understand it because I do so much of this, but
right. I think that the ramifications are becoming more and more apparent every day, number one. And number two, I really think that there is a lot of hope in the new economy. One of the points I made this morning is that I think the fact that so many millennials are now in jobs where they are contractors rather than employed means that we have a larger segment of the population that is now paying taxes quarterly rather than withholding. And one of the advantages of that is that there's full transparency of how much we're actually paying in taxes for these young people, and that they actually expect something for those checks that they're getting rather than thinking every April it's like some payday. Because the reality is that withholding is one of the things that really insulates people from the actual cost of government. And I believe that the new economy offers us some hope in terms of increasing transparency, particularly for young people who are contractors at a higher rate than any generation before.
If there's one piece of advice you would give millennials in this new economy, what would that be?
Be innovative and embrace change.
And where can people find more information about you and what you do?
I am at compasscolorado.org. My name is Kelly Maher. I'm actually the executive director of Compass Colorado. I'm really excited to be here today.
So it must be a lot easier having the conference right here in your home state.
It's great. I've been to the gathering a couple times before, but this is really nice that we have it here this year.
And I can't leave without mentioning this. Earlier I took a photo of you and you had, and I think you said it was a Wallaby with you, and you actually still have it with you. This is in your bag, and it's used to being in a pouch, so
this is Welby. Welby the Wallaby. He is my pet because this is still America and you can still do insane things. He can be found at welbythewallaby.com or on Instagram, Welby, W-E-L-B-Y.
What prompted a wallaby as a pet, if you don't mind my asking?
First off, I'm a nerd who reads Colorado state statute, and in Colorado state statute there are exceptions for some exotic animals, including a wallaby, that you don't have to have a special USDA license. And so I found out that it was legal to have them. The more that I learned about them as pets, the more I realized that this would be a pet that might fit into my life. And so...
Is it a difficult pet to care for?
Medium difficulty. They're very difficult to house train. He is trained kind of to his crate, and he does fairly well with that. But, he was bottle fed for the first several months, several times an hour, so kind of like having a puppy. Now, he really just kind of hangs with the dogs and hops around the house.
Now, do you, and this is a strange question, that must give you entree many times just from people see the Wallaby, and then you get the chance to make your pitch about other things because of it. That must actually come in handy.
Look.
Speaking of innovating.
Yeah, speaking of the new economy, part of setting yourself apart or part of doing something different or weird is, number one, doing it well. I've spent a lot of time doing research, making sure that it was something that would fit into my lifestyle, because honestly, this isn't something you would want to do on a whim. But, it does give me the opportunity to talk to people who approach me who wouldn't do so otherwise, and that's pretty awesome.
Well, it's more interesting than the Doctor Who scarf and the hat, that's for sure. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.